It went into the members of the Democratic Party to fill their war chests for the next election. That's where most of it went. They didn't create any jobs. In fact, Birch Bayh, who's an insider, an illuminist, even he just walked away saying, we can't beat this. There was a survey done yesterday, and finished yesterday and published, and it said that the people who are going to vote for their incumbent, who is, their representative or their senator, only 8% said they were going to vote for them. Now, if you want the secret on how to save America, this is what you do. You vote on 95% of the people who are in the House and the Senate in November. Once you get them in there, we get rid of executive orders, campaign contributions, lobbying, and within the executive orders, the President's Working Group and financial markets. We get rid of the Federal Reserve. If we can do that, we can save America. It's up to you. You've got to do it.
Okay. And to the break, at the break, we'll be joined by Ted Anderson, also at Midas Resources, folks. And your phone call sometime next half hour, 800-259-5791. Don't go away. Folks, we are back. The phone lines are already full, and that's glad to hear. I really am glad to hear that. We got calls coming in from New Mexico and Pennsylvania and Texas and Alabama, all the country. So when you get ready to call in, don't be impatient. The lines are busy. We'll get the phone callers going here in a few minutes. You can call in as soon as somebody hangs up. We're going to bring up right now, though, a guy that I've known for a long time. Never got to meet this man face to face yet. Maybe one day I will. Known him for a long time. Been on his GNC network, or GNC, yeah, right, GCN network for years, and worked with Ted Anderson for a long time. He's a man of honors and integrity, and I've known him to be just what he says he is. Ted Anderson, welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for having me up, Butch. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing well, sir. Getting a little tired of the snow down here, but I'm doing okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. I think we definitely have to meet face to face. I mean, after about 15 years of working with each other, you'd think we'd had a chance to cross paths. And we almost did once over at the Ed and the Lane compound.
Yeah, we did. We were close. We were close. Maybe this spring I'll just take time, come up here and see you. I'll make you buy me dinner or something.
That'll work. I'll be happy to.
Okay. Now you've been listening. You've been listening to what Bob's been saying, Ted. And do you have anything that you'd like to add to what Bob's already said?
I'm watching the markets too. I mean, obviously one of the big things that are happening right now is to what extent will Greece be bailed out? How much of a hit we're going to take here in the United States to help with this bailout, and what's going to happen to the euro? When the euro was falling here lately, gold had been softening in price. I mean, we hit 1,050 an ounce gold, and now it's rebounded. And today, after gold hitting $1,125 an ounce, the IMF came up with an announcement that they're going to be selling 191.3 tons of gold in the marketplace because they want to shore up their debts. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Obviously, manipulation. They don't want to see that gold going up all too fast. They're trying to support the U.S. dollar and obviously the other currencies out there. I'm sure Bob has a few words to say about that.
Comments on that, Bob?
No, I agree with you. I saw it. Gold was off a wee bit in the access market, about $2 to $3, and then the announcement came off 16. It was off 13.20 when I last saw it, and it's another blatant attempt to manipulate the market. On Tuesday, gold option exploration ends, and so they always like to get the price down. There's 5,200 gold options at $1,100 an ounce, so they want to make sure it closes under that so that they don't expire in the money, because they don't want to lose money.
Well, they don't want to lose money. I would imagine physical delivery is an issue too, isn't it?
Sure it is.
Well, now, quick question, with watching gold and silver like you two do, what will gold and silver be doing, let's say, July, August, latter summer? What will gold be doing, do you think, with them? Either one of you can answer that, both of you.
I'll give it my shot. I mean, I don't know how to predict what's going to happen in the future. I've been around gold for 30 years now. I guess it's 31. The summertime usually slower. I wouldn't be too surprised if we see a little, the market dip a little bit in the fall. things usually get hot as a pan, hotcakes. I mean, if you had this European problem like we have now going on in October, August, September, it just seems to be, it lights the market on fire. And that's just been my experience. Bob, you've been way better at predicting what's going to happen in the market than I, so I'll let you comment.
Well, Bob, in dollars and cents, what do you see happening in, let's say, August, September, October area?
Well, we were headed towards breaking 1224 here in the next 2 months, and that may have been interrupted slightly. But we'll see 15 to 1650 by the end of the year, and we may see 2,000 to 2,500. This business of holding the dollar up is ridiculous, but it's all planned and executed. And what tipped me off to it was Goldman and Morgan and Citi. They were all long the dollar, big, between 74 and 76. So I knew it was going up, and I didn't know why. And, of course, it's over 80 right now. It's probably going to go a little higher here, higher than anybody anticipated, probably to 82, maybe even 83. And that's because the market's rigged. And so what they did is they created this situation in Greece. They've known about Greece for 10 years, and Italy as well. They knew that Goldman was writing currency exchange notes for them. They knew that they didn't qualify to go in the euro, but they let them in anyway. They just looked the other way.
Okay, hang on to the break. That thought. Both back the break with these two experts again, talking about all different topics. And we'll take your questions and comments, as always, 800-259-5791. All the lines are full right now, but don't you worry about it. We'll get you on the knife we can, dog. Bob, what else you want to say before you go to the phone lines?
I think Ted's deal is really fantastic. A lot of people have become subscribers because of it. And the forecaster, when we send copies out, we know that anything that you need to know that week is in that publication. You don't have to look at anything else. All the important things are in there from all over the world.
Now, that is something, that's a huge statement, to know that you can go to one source and get the truth on all economic situations all over the world. That is quite a statement, Bob, and I know it's true, but that's quite a statement.
Well, it's true, and we do a lot of research every week, and goodness knows we put a lot of time in, and it's all there. It's a spectacular publication, and it's way underpriced. Well, now, I deliberately keep the price down because I want the average person to be able to afford it. I should be charging over $500 a year for it.
And the normal price is about $80. Is that right?
$59.95.
Oh my goodness, that's a giveaway price. My goodness gracious, folks! Again, to get the nice forecast, a free sample, 877-479-8178. To call Midas Resources to get you a Frank and a year subscription, 800-686-2237. Please do it for your own sake. Let's get right to the phone lines. We could talk Ted and Bob forever, for hours, and I couldn't pick their minds clean. That's a fact. But anyway, let's start with Frank in New Mexico. Is that Frank? Franklin. Come on in, Franklin.
Good evening, Pastor. How you doing this evening?
Doing well, sir. Welcome.
I come across some information you might find interesting. It was an article published in 2000 from I believe it's the Spectrum, let me see here. It's the Spectrum newspaper.
Okay.
And it has to do with the New World Order. Apparently the Jesuit Inspector General is apparently a Luciferian and has a lot to do with he's pulling the strings on the CFR, the Trilateral Commission, and he's got his hands pretty deep in a whole bunch of stuff. And I've got the website if you
okay, yeah, get to us if you don't mind very quickly here. Go ahead, Franklin.
Okay. TheForbiddenKnowledge.com.
TheForbiddenKnowledge.com. Okay. Well, check that out. That sounds interesting. Thank you for the call, Franklin. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Bob and Ted, I mean, we both know the New World Order. We know it's out there. And your expertise, how engulfed in this are our finances and everything that's playing behind this New World Order?